Shake, 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 Senora, shake your body line. Whoa, 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 Senora, shake it all the time. I have acquired quite a few new 3DO games on my Batocera, thanks to YouTube's new auto-dubbing capabilities. I watched a Spanish language auto-dubbed into English Ken Hank Batocera video, and I realized from the video they showed me at the very end, type in the IP address of my Batocera. It's on the network list, and I type in the whatever HTTP / is, you know, not the / button, the / button going the other way. So / button going the other way, IP address, Windows button R, and there I am. I'm in my Batocera. I'm in the files of it on my computer. And went on the Internet Archive, downloaded some 3DO chads, downloaded some Saturn chads, downloaded some Dreamcast chads, and it's been a wonderful day. I decided to recognize the Sabbath today because I needed some rest. And I was able to clear my mind, not think about, you know, the moment I wake up making one of these videos. I was able to clear my mind and accomplish something amazing. I have an extremely robust 3DO collection. Every 3DO game I could ever want now on my Batocera. It's started because I wanted to have Shinobi. They didn't have the Saturn Shinobi, so I was like, I gotta play Saturn Shinobi today. So I was able to realize it's all on the Internet Archive. You just need to download the chads. I think they're called chads, CHDs, and you can just click on the full list of all the files in the zip file and download one file at a time. Before I knew it, I had a fully playing Shinobi Legions. Gotta have Shinobi Legions. And then I just went nuts. I just got every 3DO game I ever wanted. I got all the porno 3DO games. I'll show a little clip of them. This is really exciting. Playing this because this morning Scott Jackaman disappointed me again. I said maybe I showed him how to install the Sega Genesis on his Switch. He has both his controllers now, and I said, Mortal Kombat, it did update. That's big news. Mortal Kombat did update for the Switch too, but you still can't play online yet. But how about we play a little Street Fighter 2 for the Genesis online? So test out the chat, play online for once. You know, it's been long enough. I didn't say all that. I was cool about it. I just said, why don't we play some Mortal Kombat online, or some Street Fighter 2 Sega Genesis online now that we've got the controllers and everything. But then his daughter took over the Switch 2 and started playing Super Mario for the Super Nintendo for the first time. That's my favorite game of all time, so I didn't want to put a halt to that. I didn't want to stop that magical experience she'll never forget for the rest of her life. And then the next thing I know, he's playing 4-player Mario Kart with the whole family on the 100-inch TV. So it was family time, you know. When you're a working man and got a family and it's a weekend, that's family time. So I'm not going to be selfish about it. But you know, since I decided to recognize the Sabbath, and not be selfish, my Switch time with Scott Jackman, I'm now playing, you know, the ultimate console version of Street Fighter for the 3DO with the FM Marty's soundtrack, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition. And I got my Sega Genesis controller. I was like, oh, I don't have the special 3DO controller for Street Fighter 2. But let me tell you, I got this reprogrammable Sega Genesis controller, so I got the exact same controls as Sega Genesis. I don't need the 3DO special controller. I figured out exactly what I needed to do to remap this controller and have it exactly as Sega controls. So this is the best Street Fighter of all time experience of my life. So I'm just so happy, and I have so many 3DO games to share with you tonight. Just elated. I was kind of upset. I was thinking about taking a break from the channel because my Alex Jones video game video lost me a few subscribers and got a couple of thumbs down. People don't like Alex Jones. Sorry, I forgot about the Hitler mustache. I forgot he had just done that. But I realize he is a Trump supporter, and it's politically just crazy right now. So I didn't mean to upset people. I just like conspiracy theories, and it's a really cool game. It's a good game. I like the game. Forgot about the Hitler mustache. The game was made before the Hitler mustache, so. I'm sorry, but it's a good game. Yeah, that's just the way my mind works. I was part of a anarchist group when I was 14 years old because I began my political awareness through the propaganda insert for less talk, more rock. That's where I became politically aware, if you want to know. But at the same time, I started hanging out with these anarchists. I would watch WWF on their TV, and they hated me for that. It was during the Suck It era. Kids today say 6, 7. Back in my day, we said suck it. There's a lot of talk about sucking dick. Like you'd even straight up say to a dude, like, dude, if you give me a cigarette, I'll suck your dick. That was just totally like normal language to say back then. But yeah, I kind of equate Alex Jones to pro wrestling, so take it with a grain of salt. But I can see why people were mad. But I guess those people aren't even watching right now because they unsubscribed. But I'm just a little too sensitive, so I just needed some time to rest for the Sabbath, and here I am, rejuvenated, refreshed, and a new man. I think I will celebrate the Sabbath from now on. It's there for a reason. Everybody needs a reset. And I feel reset. I feel refreshed because I didn't put any pressure on myself. I'm always constantly thinking about making these videos, and I just spent the day enjoying playing video games. Starting off with the wonderful yet unexpected update of Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Finally, I could play that right now, but this is just too big right now. The 3DO trumps all things. Trump. The 3DO is the king of my video game world, and I have all the 3DO games I ever wanted now, and so that's even more important than the updated Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. But I'll tell you what the update is. It's less lag, more responsive. Still doesn't have online against friends, so Scott Jackerman still hasn't broken his promise of if I get him the controller that he'll play Mortal Kombat online with me yet. That's not an option yet, so he hasn't gone back on his promise yet. And the 32X version, thankfully, has voice now. So when Scott Jackerman plays the 32X version of Mortal Kombat 2 with his son, with his 6-button controllers, it will be as close to the real experience as he possibly can get. So, but I think that the daughter is the real gamer in the family. I think she's the one playing the Switch all the time. So, I guess they'll get around to it. But I think Winnie, his daughter, is the real Switch enthusiast in the family, because she got on that Mario. What is Mario on the Super Nintendo? Super Mario World? Yeah, she got on that Super Mario World so quick we didn't have a chance to get into some Street Fighter 2. But it'll happen. It'll happen one day. I've waited long enough. You know, it took 33 days for that blue Play Asia controller to get from Hong Kong to Scott Jackerman's house. So I mean, shit, man. You know, I've learned patience. Yeah, I felt as well. I enlisted my last video real quick. I did right after the Alex Jones video, because I thought I was getting a little too candid about sexuality. But it's still in the playlist. I've written a warning in the playlist. You know. That some of the opinions are not necessarily the same opinions as the channel owner, which is myself, because my opinions change every day. So, but yeah, believe it or not, people used to actually jerk off to this, because there wasn't internet porn back in the day, and this is just about as far as we can go. All right, I'm sorry to put you guys through this, but in respect to the passing of Rebecca Heineman, the sole programmer of 3DO Doom, under a completely unrealistic deadline by a video game company that really didn't exist. Some guy bought the rights and then hired Rebecca Heineman to make this Doom in a couple of weeks. So I think it's based off the Jaguar Doom, which id themselves made that. So I think it is id source code, but it was just so little time. And And the Jaguar Doom has no music, so the guy that bought the rights and gave this Rebecca Heineman such a ridiculous deadline um, had a band, and he actually made this music himself. That's one redeeming factor of this Doom, is that it has a live band playing the music, and that's what makes this Doom stand out. But I'll be real. I mean, this is as horrible as an experience as this is. It's not as bad as Super Nintendo Doom. It's not. I mean, this sucks. But Super Nintendo Doom is like torture. It's not even remotely enjoyable experience. This is just I mean, Rebecca Heineman did her best. Real sad. Rebecca Heineman, I was friends with her on Facebook, and she's always talking about sad stuff, how her wife died and her cats die and all this kind of shit like that. And then all of a sudden she's dying. Lung cancer, I think. And just made me kind of think about my own mortality, and that's probably how I'm gonna die too. My cats are old as hell. Watched my dogs die a few years ago. Had some other cats die. I'm just living to take care of my cats in their past few years, because no one else can. And then I think my mission in this world is over, and I think I'll probably get some kind of cancer and die if I don't already have it. To quote, what's his name? Henry Crinkle, Travis Brinkle from Taxi Driver. I think I have stomach cancer. I do. I think I have stomach cancer. But I just, I wonder sometimes, why am I making all these videos of it's kind of like a journal, like live journal, but through playing video games and talking to myself. My dad used to talk to himself on a tape player. It's kind of like my dad talking to himself on a tape player. He'd do that all day long. It's therapy. This is also, I've been telling pretty much the story of my life. I've made over 200 videos in the past year or so. And I've talked about everything. Lots of ups, lots of downs. Lots of controversies. And but I feel like I'm writing my memoir. Because, I don't know, I have an eerie feeling that once my cats pass, it'll just be the end of my story. It'll be the end of my my mission on this earth, on this planet. Because I built a little family, beginning with this cat right here, Shredder, when I was 23 years old, and that was the beginning of my adult life, because I had to take the responsibility of taking care of him. And I got dogs, and more cats, and 2 cats died, 2 dogs died, and now I got a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. So I gotta give him lots of medical attention. So my time on this earth is not quite done yet, but I don't know, if I don't die, I'm gonna have to have to start all over again. It'll be a starting all over again type thing. But the Rebecca Heineman, creator of this Doom right here. Once her partner died, a few years ago, and then I mean, what am I saying? She was like a cat hoarder. She had like millions of cats. So I'm just getting too morbid here. I don't want to freak people out. This has me thinking about death and animals and shit like that. It's kind of hard to not have dark thoughts having animals this old when you spend so much time with them. And it's over 4 years ago that my dog Misha died, and my dog Daisy died a year before that. My cat Teddy Bear, aka Crystal, she died. That was the beginning. Well, I got her because she was like the oldest looking cat at the Petco. After we tragically lost our baby cat. I can't even think about that. That was a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. So, you know, when that happened, that was kind of the end of my innocence when that baby cat died, because I was recording music that night, and I was probably at the peak of my musical ability, and never finished that recording. I never really recorded music again. I mean, I did never record music again. I recorded it on my own, but I never went into a studio ever again. And you know, it's ever since my cat Teddy Bear died. I started going to the vet all the time because my dog got diagnosed with cancer shortly after that. And then she didn't have cancer. And my other dog actually did get cancer, but she was too late by the time she was diagnosed with that. She wasn't diagnosed with that till the day she died. She had a tumor on her heart. And then cat Gabby here, she got cancer 2 years ago, or a little over a year and a half ago. And guy Shredder here, he's just old as dirt, but he's a New York street cat. Um, Survival of the fittest. It's probably real tough to be a New York street cat, so he's getting along just fine. Except he has really bad breath, and I had the most disgusting thing my whole life happened to me today when I was right in the thick of installing my 3DO games. I became very parched, so I grabbed my cup of water, well, what I thought was my cup of water, but it was his cup of water that he drinks out of. And it just tasted so musky and so gross and so much like an old man. It was the grossest thing I've ever had in my life. I told my mom, pray for me. She's an atheist, but I think she still prayed for me. So, rest in peace, Rebecca Heineman. True legend. She did a lot more stuff than program Doom 3DO. This is just her most infamous story, but she's a legend in the industry. All right, this is the kind of weird shit that you only find in the 3DO. Maybe something on the CDI. I think Shelley Duvall might have a flower game on the CDI or some. I think it's Shelley Duvall. But I played this game earlier today. I wanted to save it to see it for the first time on the stream, but I couldn't resist, and it was good because it helped me figure out how to program my Sega controller for the 3DO, which was really easy. It's much easier than programming the Genesis or the Saturn for the Sega controller, believe it or not. But this is Shelley Duvall's game. It's her. It's a bird's life.
To get started, just click on one of the activities on the main menu. For instance, to enjoy the story,
See, it's showing you.
over the book, press the action button.
It's showing you what each button does.
You want to go to.
So I use that as my way to figure out what buttons to program.
Arrow changes from gray to red.
So this game really came in handy.
And something fun will happen. If you want Shelley to read the story to you, press the narrate button. This button takes you to the next page of the story, and this button takes you back to the previous page. When you want to quit an activity,
All right, we've seen enough. All right.
I'm Austin. I'm a young African gray. I'm a very quick learner, and I can imitate any voice. Those of humans, other birds.
Hope you can hear this.
Any sound imaginable. You know, I spend a lot of time watching Scarlet and Mowgli together, and I hope to find a mate of my own someday. But right now, I'm just a teenager, experiencing lots of new emotions. I'm bright, but sometimes I'm a bit awkward.
I need my cat medicine soon. I'm gonna have to do a quick jump cut in this Shelley Duvall birds game. I'm trying to figure out. I played. Okay, this is what I played earlier. This is literally connect the dots. That's how bare bones this game is. It's just connect the dots. I connected like 3 sets of dots until I finally figure out it's connecting the dots to form the shape of a bird, but it's just connect the dots. It's a coloring book on the 3DO. It's a coloring book. It's an activity book in 3DO. That's how we used to have fun as a kid. We'd play activity books where we'd connect the dots. Now kids have 6, 7 in their phone. Not me. I'm an exennial. I lived in the dark ages and I lived in the modern era. But yeah. Remember Pee-wee's Playhouse? Connect the dots, dot, 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 dot. Oh, gooey. Poor Pee-wee. Another one we lost too soon to cancer. But my cat, she's a cancer survivor, man. She's doing. If your animal gets diagnosed with cancer, don't give up, because they gave my cat 3 months. She's been alive for over a year and a half. So she's 17 years old and she's can't walk very good anymore. So she's getting other problems now. But thanks to the cancer, she's on 2 different pain medicines, so that can help with the whole walking problem, pain. So that's, it is what it is. But old Bad Breath here, he's jumping and running all over the house like he's 2 years old. That New York street cat genes. He's got better genes than Sydney Sweeney. Controversial. I'll say something controversial for the camera. That guy that killed Charlie Kirk, I don't think he's real. I don't think he's a real person. I think it's AI. Think about Luigi. We've seen a lot of Luigi. We ain't seen none of that guy. No one let him talk to him. There's just like video of him that looks like AI. That dude's AI. And his girlfriend or whatever has disappeared as well. First they said he was a Nick Fuentes guy, and they said he was a Pinko commie. Just don't think he exists.
The zoo truck.
You want to know who I think killed Charlie Kirk? Donald Trump. It's kind of Illuminati sacrifice. That's what I think. But I didn't even know who the hell Charlie Kirk was until he got shot. And then I realized he was the guy Cartman was making fun of in the South Park video. I had a dream. That reminds me, I had a dream that I met the South Park guys last night, and I just told them, I hate you. I hate you. And they're like, why do you hate me? And I said, because you're successful. They own Casa Bonita. I'd love to go there one day. It's awesome. They said, how do you think we got successful? And I said, well, you have a partner, you have a creative partner that's just as driven and ambitious as you are. You have a connection. That's why I wish I had a brother like the Duffer Brothers. If I was like the Duffer Brothers, I could make my own Stranger Things. But it's like, I'm just one person, you know. Station is two aliens smushed into one to make one super alien. I'm just one alien. I'm alien, by the way. I am alien, if you're wondering. From Spring Breakers, that's me. I'm alien. If you're wondering. Don't believe me? Fine. Fuck you. All right, I'll be right back. I got to give my cat her medicine. All right, I'm back through the magic of editing. That was quick, huh? Good Kiki. Well, that's crazy. My alarm didn't go off. I hope you heard that. I don't know if that picked up on. Yeah, I need to stop being mad at South Park for being successful because I'm fucking alien. I always forget that I'm alien.
I like to make paintings and play music.
No one will believe me, but I know it. I was fucking there, bro.
Take care of the birds.
I might have been tripping on acid and all kinds of pills and stuff, but I was fucking there.
I think they already know, and they're just hiding it.
But Harmony Korine stopped me from trying heroin, so I can't be mad at him for making a weird interpretation of who he thought I was. But I won't get into it. I got my own production studio going on in life right now. Have you noticed that I'm getting pretty good at this whole editing thing? It was a daunting task at first. You know, since I started doing these this format, transitioning from the Apple device direct camera capture of the CRT to the new digital technology world of game capture and microphones and editing on a PC and stuff. I think I'm at a point where it's the production value is just as good and everything's just as streamlined and organized as my perfected CRT TV videos. I pretty much follow the same format, so it was built on what I learned doing that over a year. But I've been able to I want to hear Shelley Duvall's uh, reading it.
It had been another hot, dry summer
Yeah, that's
day
Shelley
in
Duvall's
Duvall.
beautiful, soft
But
voice.
in Dan and Shelley's house, no one seemed to mind.
Shelley Duvall, it's weird. In a lot of ways, she's grotesque, but she's hot too at the same time. It's strange, very strange. I guess that's what really makes a true superstar.
Shelley and Dan enjoyed being with their birds.
Like
Digby, their dog, liked to chase them. Even though Dan
in
and
The
Shelley
Shining, you know, I'd do her for sure. But she's she looks almost like a monster, but she's a hot monster.
Dan and Shelley were
And
trying to
that's star quality. That's star power.
being silly.
That's what makes a star. I think there's a quote is like you're not a star until you're considered a monster or something like that. So
After Dan, Shelley, and Digby left, the birds laughed at the speech lessons. Humpty suggested they have some fun. Let's sing, everybody!
this is actually pretty good. This is the real meat and potatoes of the game. The connect the dots is just a little extra thing. This is a story book, not just an activity book. This is impressive, especially on the HD TV. It looks really good. Yeah, this is a multimedia experience. And that's what the 3DO is. It's a multimedia device. It's not just a video game device. I have 3 Woody Woodpecker movies and a bunch of porno movies, softcore, on my virtual 3DO now. It's so nice to boot up a 3DO game and not have to worry about if it's gonna work or not. All these 3DO games, even though, oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. All these 3DO games, even though they're not real discs, they all work. I don't have to worry about it showing the Panasonic logo, and then if the disc doesn't work, it shows the Panasonic logo again, so you know that it's not going to work because you see the Panasonic logo again. It just fires right up. And if I forgot one of them, I can just go back on the Internet Archive and it has all of them. I don't need all of them. Some of them I just won't ever play. I just want the ones that I want. I think there's plenty of room on this for all of them to fit, but I don't need to have all of them. Maybe I do. I don't know. I didn't need all of them today. I picked out the ones I really, really wanted today. Yeah, maybe I'll get all of them one day. But if you're thinking about getting a Batocera, don't buy like a custom one someone built on Etsy. Get it off of KinHank, the KinHank website, or I'll leave a link to that, and I'll leave a link to the AliExpress official KinHank. And I'll leave a link to the video that teaches you how to add your own ROMs to it, because you can delete ROMs and to make space for new ROMs, all from your computer, and it's really easy. So this is the Batocera to end all Batoceras. So if you're looking to get a Batocera, I recommend this one because it has pretty much every system on it. Okay, I accidentally went back again, but I want to show one more thing. There's a bird skeleton. I think it might. No, it's not connect the dots. Yeah, this is it. The bird skeleton. I just wanted to show the bird skeleton because it's really cool. You just flip a switch. It shows a bird skeleton. And then I think we'll move on to the next game. All right. All right, this is Space Pirates. I think there's a movie called Space Pirates too, but I don't think it's related to this Space Pirates, or maybe it's Ice Pirates. Yeah, I think it's Ice Pirates, but it takes place in space. Like the pirates get ice to get water. So okay,
Someone's receiving.
just figured that out.
This is Ursula Sky, commander of Colonial Star 1. We are under attack. Repeat, under attack. My ship has been overrun by the Black Brigade. Captain Talon is in control of the Star Splitter cannon. They're beaming.
She's kind of giving me Virginia Madsen Dune vibes.
Deflector shield destroyed. Can't hold out much longer. Please respond.
She's hot. If you want to know if a game's gonna suck, that's usually a good sign. If it has that logo.
Scourge of the galaxy. Captain Talon has invaded our fair homeland. The evil machinery that works his sinister mind has concocted a diabolical plan to exterminate us all.
I hope you can hear this. I try to turn up the volume.
Welcome aboard the Black Dragon. Pay no attention.
That cog piece is a bit obscene.
Pitiful creature. Any attempt to come to her aid will be met with certain extermination. You see this black hole? It was Parallax did this to me. Now I will answer him with his own Star Splitter. This galaxy is mine.
Who can stop this mad
I know who she reminds me of. Natasha Lyonne. That's who she reminds me of.
It looks as though this malevolent misfit and his armada of cutthroat pirates will succeed. His quest is my greatest creation. The Star Splitter cannon. Talon needs now are the stars.
It's getting cold in this house. I gotta turn my heater on.
Well, these crystals
Getting chilly in here.
on different worlds throughout the solar system. We must find them.
You see how much this cat tortures me? He's like,
there are many foes.
he's Mr. Domination. He's very dominant.
There will also be mutant life forms, sorcerers and mystics with their own bag of tricks.
My mom's friend Kathy Green always told her,
And of course, there is the greatest
my mom complained about having me. She said, you know you deserve to have him, right? And that's kind of how I feel about this cat shredder. He tortures the living shit out of me, but I deserve it. He wakes me up pretty much every 2 hours at night. I can only get him to leave me alone by playing this thing on my phone. But last time I did it, actually I'm not even going to show you. It just makes a meow sound on this app. It's called Cat Translator. It's the only thing to get him to leave me alone. But I did it this morning, and he he peed in a box, so I can't do it again. Oh no. Houston, we have a problem. We have lost connection to space pirates. Shit. I guess my editing skills are going to come in handy now. I think there might be one way. Nope. I'm pretty much fucked, I think. Damn it. I have to restart the whole Batocera. But I'll at least get this cat off of me for a second. Oh wait, I was using the wrong controller. Durr. Oh, I'm stupid. I got two controllers. Two Sega 6-button controllers. Blue one and a black one. My black one's for my 3DO, my blue one's for my
This is a chance to improve your aim.
Switch.
Great, Star Ranger. I'm just beyond.
Whoa. What the? It's because it's a 3DO. Oh, he definitely got me. It's a 3DO and it takes like 10 minutes to load each thing. Yeah, these games are really hard. You got to be quick. Mad Dog McCree, Drug Wars,
You're in danger,
Space
Star
Pirates.
Ranger. Make every shot count.
There's always a guy telling you that when you fuck up. He always says that. It's a little something to tell you. I definitely shot that son of a bitch.
Your energy level is getting critical.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. Well, how the fuck do I get more ammo?
Your history, Ranger. Too bad. I thought you could do it. Hey, why not try again?
Yeah, I'll try again. Not giving up
These
so
pirates
easily.
are armed to the teeth. This is a chance to improve your aim.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Great,
do
Star
one
Ranger.
shot.
Just beyond the asteroid belt.
I'm not gonna like shoot like crazy.
Oh well.
I'm supposed to be practicing.
Oh well. Oh well.
Oh, I can shoot with my trigger buttons too. And now I'm all out of charge.
Oh well.
Alright, I think we've seen enough of Space Pirates. Alright, this one's called Fatty Bear's Fun Pack. Couldn't resist. A game called Fatty Bear's Fun Pack. Here's my Fatty Bear's Fun Pack. Nicotine lozenges. That's what I'm going to call them from now on. Fatty Bear's Fun Pack. Fatty Bear loves his nicotine lozenges.
I'm Fatty Bear. Welcome to my fun pack.
1993.
Would you like to play with me?
See, that's why there's pornography on this system, because
What game do you want to play?
it was 1993.
What game would you like to play with? Let's
You could
play.
You could find a video in your dad's room if you're really, really lucky, but it's the same fucking video and you have to watch the same scenes over and over and over again. You get sick of it. You could watch a scene out of a movie, like when she pops out of the cake in Under Siege. You could like turn on channel 56 and it's all like blurry and distorted, but you might see a boob every once in a while. Use your imagination. You wander around the woods and maybe find a stack of magazines that are pages are stuck together. Or you could buy a 3DO.
You go first.
Right? I don't know what I don't gamble, so I don't know what Fatty Bear's getting me into. Just go fish. Fatty Bear, your game sucks. And you're a fucking card shark. You're cheating.
Go fish. Do you have any oars?
Nope, go fish, bitch.
Hey, I got the card I wanted.
Yeah, that's because you
Got
cheat.
any fives? Go fish.
I just picked the one I just fished.
Do you have any oars?
It's boring as hell. Is there any other Fatty Bear games to play?
What game do you want to play? That's coloring. Let's play.
A coloring book. We got Connect the Dots with Shelley Duvall. We got a coloring book with Fatty Bear. At least it's a cool dragon. Oops. Yeah, this is what we did on computers in 1993. This is... Everybody always said that was a big thing to say in 1993. You know, computers are going to take over the world one day. No one believed us because this is what computers were. Because this is definitely a computer game just made on a 3DO. That's what most games on the 3DO are. Computer games. That Shelley Duvall game is definitely a computer game ported to the 3DO. The 3DO has an interesting history. Its creator, Trip Hawkins, formed what is arguably the biggest video game studio in the world right now, EA, Electronic Arts, do Madden. But he left 3DO, or he left EA to form 3DO. And the plan was 3DO was going to be like a VCR. The company would buy the license to make a 3DO. For instance, the Panasonic Real 3DO, the GE 3DO, the Sanyo 3DO, the Gold Star 3DO, now known as LG. They all had their own 3DO. But because they made it, they were extremely expensive because when video game companies make their own video game systems, they sell them at a loss because they're going to recoup the money in the games they sell because they get a certain percentage of the profits of the games. 3DO stands for $3 only. 3DO only got $3 for each game sold. So it was just a bad business model, but it's a great system. It's just he was trying to do something innovative and change the game of video games, make a multimedia device and shit like that. He was ahead of his time, but I just don't know about the business model. He should have just talked EA into putting out their own video game system. How do I get out of here? Oh, okay, there's a little arrow. Yeah, I'm just straight chilling, bro. But I think I might be stuck. This arrow isn't working. This arrow isn't. Oh wait, there's another arrow. Maybe it's because I got to put down. Oh, I got to put down my paintbrush. I was just going back into another. There's Fatty Bear playing baseball.
What game do you want to play?
You know, Fatty Bear, your games really suck, and I don't think I want to play any of them. I'll give you one more chance. Oh,
Oh my, yes. Let's play 10 grams. How hard do you want the game to be?
make it easy, because
Easy. Let's play.
cheat at cards. Okay. So I just move this shape into that shape.
Wonderful.
That's it. Okay, Fatty Bear. You've disappointed me one too many times. It's time to move on, Fatty Bear. All right, this is a trippy game, digital Dreamware. Another game I own on the 3DO. It's actually one of my more rare 3DO games I own. And last I checked, it's worth $80. But unfortunately, even though the game looks to be in pristine condition, not a single scratch on the entire disc, not a single sign of disc rot. It won't load. I was thinking about like taking it in, get it buffed out at the local video game store, but I don't have to anymore. I don't have to because I own it on this, so. Okay, I wanted to change the song, but that means I have to go back to the cube to change the song. Yeah, this is cool. It's for the 3DO drug heads. The early days of electronic. What do they call it? Electronic music. And there's another name for it, but EDM, electronic dance music. Back in my day, we called it techno. And they go to things called raves, where all the people would get together in a big warehouse and do drugs all night and party all night. I'm too young for the rave scene. They banned raves in Florida by the time I was old enough to go to a rave. And Mike Whalen, God rest his soul, he went to quite a few raves, and it sounded like some crazy shit went on. But, you know, here I am, 41 years old, playing a bootleg copy of digital Dreamware in my living room. Who needs a rave? And since I own the disc of digital Dreamware, I own the license to it, so I'm not breaking the law right now. I don't think. I don't know exactly how video game law works, but that's what I heard about emulation, stuff like that. If you own a copy of it, you can emulate it. And I pretty much own a copy of every 3DO game, but they're all scratched up. But I still own them, so I still own that license. Yeah, I was playing a lot of 3DO during my Alien from Spring Breakers stage of my life. that wasn't in the film. You know, certain things in films get left out. But that's when my 3DO collection really was destroyed, because this girl Jaquita that I lived with moved her whole family in the summer when all the crusters were train hopping and shit, and they're all playing my 3DO, and they did not take good care of the discs, and there was puppies in the house, and puppies walked all over the 3DO discs, and a lot of the 3DO games were beyond repair. Over the years, I have steadily tried to rebuild my 3DO collection, but I don't have to anymore now that I have this. But this is tripping me out right here. I feel like I'm watching Reiki with Anna. I'm in a trance. I'm going to a trance. This must be trance music. All right, I'll try one more song. Go with a Sharknado. Oops. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I played this one earlier. Oh, this one's cool. Like a jellyfish. Oh, the music's coming through a little bit. I noticed on my TV out here, I can't really hear the music at all. But when I watch it in my room, it seems like the Streamlabs, like, you can hear the game audio and the music or whatever when I'm not talking, if I'm silent. Like, we'll do a little test right here. Echo, turn on LED lights.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now we're tripping balls. Oops. Man, right when I was starting to trip balls. Well, we went. Now it's balls. I don't like this one as much. This looks like a screensaver or some shit. Oh, this is kind of cool. They stole this idea from Jeff Mentor. Go back and watch my Jeff Mentor digital eclipse playthrough. Because Jeff Mentor as well was into electronic dance music, and he made visualizers like this. So this is kind of a Jeff Mentor was attached to the Jaguar. So 3DO said, fuck it, we'll do our own Jeff Mentor. And they hired a fake Jeff Mentor to make digital Dreamware. This is pretty good. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I'm definitely going into some kind of trance here. I could trip out on this all day. You know, I would like to take acid or mushrooms or something like that, but it's just to like trip out watching something like this. But I just go, and it just makes me too paranoid. It gives me anxiety. It makes me think about Satan. It sends me to a dark place. It sends me to a place I don't want to go. If it was just the tripping out, like feeling good part, I would do it. But I think I'm just prone to having bad trips. And I haven't tripped balls since I was 24 years old. So how many years is that? 17 years since I tripped balls. That's crazy. Maybe part of my brain grew back. Maybe part of my grain grew back. All right, that's enough tripping balls. We'll go on to another game. Maybe this will be my last game. Maybe I'll do one more. I don't know, but I've definitely gone over my 1 hour. Try to stay at 1 hour. I like it even better when I go less than an hour. Oh yeah, I remember this game. This game's weird because of the weird faces and shit. Can't hear it, so I guarantee.
Governors of the Federated Worlds, we are in a crisis situation threatening all planets in the Batocera system. In recent months, mysterious systems crashes have plagued all of our systems. Initially thought to be just software error, evidence now points to something else, something far deadlier. Counselors, your report, please.
It's eerie.
2 years ago, every major computer center in the system was linked by one interplanetary network, the data grid. A central control program was set up relying on newly developed self-modifying routines, designed to adapt to evolving situations. Unauthorized modification of these routines has now occurred, whether by accident or by design. The data grid has become its own master.
Right. I've had this weird shit. Let's get to the game. Options. We want lots of lives. Okay, we're good. Start the game. Really cool sound. That's from something. I recognize that from something. Trip me out like digital Dreamware or some shit. The early 90s were all about tripping balls. Courtney Love says that the CIA killed Kurt Cobain. Maybe because he was telling people to trip balls and do heroin too much? I don't know. I like this. I like it. It's good. It's a good game. Good game. Good game. I think this might actually be one of the games on 3DO I have that actually work. So I feel like I have played this before recently. But it's even better on this TV. I notice a lot of Gen Z are making what they call their 90s media nook. And they'll have like a CRT TV, a VCR, saw one with a Dreamcast. That's like a thing now. I feel like I pioneered that. I was doing it before it was cool. Now I'm doing this. I guess you know I'm into retro, but now this is retro. This is like a retro late 2000s, early 2010s YouTube Let's Plays on a capture card. If I was truly modern, I would be on Twitch right now begging for money. But I don't want the IRS coming after me, so. This is strictly pro bono. And I just can't handle the pressure of being live. I wouldn't be able to relax and really speak what's on my mind. I feel like it would be too performative if I was live. I have to respond to trolls, people trolling me. No, I don't really get trolled that much. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that I don't get called bald or fat or ugly very much. Really at all. No one really talks shit about my appearance on YouTube and says horrible things about me. The worst things that really happen to me are I get thumbs downs and unsubscribes, but not very much. On Facebook, people are vicious. Somebody called me the 45-year-old virgin on Facebook, and I think I was like 36 at the time. I was standing in front of a giant pegacorn tapestry, so I can see the virgin thing, but I've always been told I look young for my age. I don't know. Alright, one more game. I gotta make it special. Who needs special? Let's end it on a real down note, a real stinker. Expired jokes from the early 90s by post SNL Weekend Update Dennis Miller. Or the Iran-Contra affair. That's just breaking news, right? Let's see what he has to say.
President Bush ran into Caspar Weinberger after he was charged in the Iran-Contra affair. Bush reportedly said, "Pardon me." Weinberger replied, "No, pardon me."
I guess Weinberger. Clinton goes to camp.
President Clinton and his cabinet left for Camp David today to conduct encounter-style sessions about how to trust, share, and learn. Later, Hillary plans to make pot brownies, and Bill will lead the group in a sing-along of Kumbaya.
That's why everybody said suck it in the late 90s is Bill Clinton's fault. I guess there's a rumor going around that Trump sucked his dick. So the Epstein files say, does Putin have a picture of Trump blowing Bubba? And that's what everybody calls Bill Clinton, Bubba. So that's the rumor. And everybody knows Bill Clinton loves getting his dick sucked. So who knows what these fucking people are up to, you know? Hollywood news.
After the success of Mrs. Doubtfire, it was announced this month in Hollywood that Robin Williams will join Jay Davidson and Dustin Hoffman in the remake of Steel Magnolias.
I love Robin Williams. Malibu fires. Malibu's always on fire.
It's hard to fight a fire in Malibu because you need script approval before you can turn on the hose.
It's the worst game I've ever played in my life. I always wondered about it, though. It always comes up on eBay. Usually pretty cheap, and I can see why now. blood donation.
A new survey shows that only 1 in 10 people have donated blood in the last year, and of those, only 2 of 10 planned it.
I used to love donating blood because I could like pick a time in class where I wouldn't have to take a test. I'd be donating blood at the time, and they couldn't say shit about it.
The Defense Department has admitted faking Star Wars tests to fool Congress and the USSR. I think the thing that should have tipped them off was that the test was presented by David Copperfield.
Yeah, there was supposed to be like some missile defense system in space invented by Ronald Reagan called Star Wars. That's what that means. I can explain all this stuff. I knew things even back in the early 90s. I was like a little adult back then.
Maryland, the opera about Marilyn Monroe's life, opened in New York this month. While many left the opera early during the premiere, true opera buffs know it wasn't over until Ted Kennedy sang.
I was a little adult back then, but now I'm a big baby. Uh-oh, Michael Jackson.
Tapes were released today of secretly recorded conversations that Michael Jackson's advisors used to allege an extortion attempt against the entertainer. Tapes contain the father of the child threatening the stepfather, saying, "Billie Jean is not my wife, and she thinks I am the one." Cryptic.
This is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is even worse than Shelley Duvall. Iraq attack.
President Clinton launched a missile attack on Iraq in response to an assassination attempt on President Bush. Even Clinton knows an easy target when he sees it. Hey, George, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah!
Oh, shit.
I
Perot.
don't know. I liked Ross Perot, demented little Tolkien character with a...
Oh, it froze, I think. He just called Ross a demented little Tolkien character. Did people know what a Tolkien character was before
gold card.
the movie came out?
Carter with all the moisture sucked out of his body. President Clinton addressed a television audience trying to gain support for his $496 billion tax reduction plan. A new poll showed that 44% of the people oppose it on economic grounds, and the other 56% oppose it because he interrupted Seinfeld. What are you thinking?
All right, this is okay. I mean, this sucks. It's really, a time capsule of the early 90s. It really is.
Rolling Stone magazine announced this month that in a voter poll of their readers, the Grateful Dead's best song was thought to be The Short One.
There are no short Grateful Dead songs. Rest in peace, Jer Bear, Fatty Bear. That was cathartic. Respect the Sabbath, people, and you might get a blessing like I did today. I know every 3DO game I ever wanted. I'll be back to show you some more sometime soon. Hope you enjoyed this little peek into madness. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.